Hey there YouTube, this is SGM4306 back with another review video. This time we're looking at a clock. I know that kind of seems random. I have a serious lack of clocks in my room, in my new house, and I'm constantly looking for some sort of clock that would be like easily visible from like some distance away. So yeah, this should be nice. This was sent in by a company called ANALOI. Which is a interesting 6-7 letter word company. Anywho, the brand's not that important. This guy retails for $60, which is kind of a lot. I mean, it's not a small clock, it's a fairly large clock, but it is currently on sale for like $28. So for $28, yeah, I would absolutely buy something like this. Comes in a couple different colors, and just in case you're interested, the size on the listing says it's 13.7 inches. So yeah, and it says RGB, color changing, remote control, date, alarm, time, etc., etc. It has a temperature as well. And yeah, so it comes in kind of, looks like orange, blue, green, pink, and then this multicolor RGB. They sent me the blue one. And yeah, model 6651 rolls right off the tongue. It says it does have like a light sensor for automatic dimming, time, calendar, week, a day of week, I guess. Indoor temperature has 2 alarms, 24-hour time. A lot of people enjoy that. And Celsius or Fahrenheit temperature selectable. And that's how the green one looks. But yeah, let's just get into this. And there we go. Okay, so all the accessories are in the one side. Ah, that's nice. So they give you a template for where to drill holes if you're going to hang this on a wall, which invariably you will. This will require a power supply. It comes with what looks to be a pretty long cord. It is luckily powered off of USB, so I guess if you wanted to, you could just plug this into a very large power bank. But yeah, it doesn't come with the AC adapter itself. I've got plenty of those, so but that's just something to keep in mind. That's actually interesting. So at $60, doesn't come with a power adapter. I don't feel too great about that. At the $30 price point, roughly, I'd be okay with splashing out for like a $10 power bank or not power bank, power adapter. But yeah, it is a little weird that it doesn't come with a adapter by itself. But yeah, it looks like it's 30 centimeters center to center, the 2 holes. So that's cool. It does have a remote, luckily, so you can adjust the time and do all that without having to be right next to it. And let's see, this probably takes a CR20. I was going to say 2032, but it's a CR2025. So slightly thinner variant. And let's just see. Is the battery dead? Is it? Because I feel like you should be able to see that. Let me turn off the overhead light. Oh, there you go. So my overhead light was swamping out the sensor, my camera sensor. But yeah, you could see the remote works. Good. Let's see how long this cord is. It is very long. Okay, that's at least good. Let's get this fully untangled. It's so long that it is longer than my arm span. So just looking at it, it is. I mean, I'm about 5'11", and it is about as tall as me when folded in half. So it's probably close to like 10-11 feet realistically. Probably closer to the 11-foot mark when fully stretched out. So yeah, that's pretty darn good. That would be interesting to see what the voltage drop across that, because that is quite, the wire is pretty thin gauge, and that's quite a long distance for 5 volts to go through. But yeah, it looks like, oh no. So I guess you can, there is some color adjustability, because the remote says white, red, green, yellow, pink, orange, blue, cyan, multi. So, this picture makes it look like they're separate models and like different colors are like fixed, but maybe it is adjustable. That'd be cool. But we'll see in a sec. The clock itself is wrapped in bubble wrap and then has, ooh, that looks interesting. You could see, well, I can see the inside. Yeah, if I hold down an angle, you can just about see there's a sensor window here with the IR receiver and looks to be a surface mount. No, that's a photo transistor. Ah, interesting. So that's a light sensor. And I can just about see the outline of the LED segments for everything. Let me pull this protective film. This is going to be ASMR time. And this is quite a long one too, so enjoy. That was very, very satisfying. And the screen itself is like it's pretty much a seamless sheet of like some kind of plexiglass or something. Yeah, this is gonna get fingerprints over it very quickly. I can already tell. But yeah, I mean, you can just about make out all the digits. Yeah, just I can see already there are some very slight scratches. I think just literally from me trying to wipe dust that's already landed on the screen. So yeah, this screen is going to be like susceptible to scratches. So you're kind of gonna want to, I guess, use a soft cloth and try not to touch the screen at all. It already has scratches from my sleeve. Holy wow. Okay, yeah. So this will get scratched up very easily. Probably not really noticeable if it's hanging on a wall, but yeah, if you're OCD, that will drive you nuts. And I am OCD, so that's gonna drive me nuts. Wow. Okay, so I'm already getting fingerprints all over this. Anywho, so yeah, I mean the digits themselves are about yay high, which yeah, that's like maybe like maybe 3 inches high. So they're like decently sized. There's like a vent here. I'm guessing that's where the temperature sensor. There's a like a piezo little speaker in there. Where's the temperature sensor? I'm not seeing anything in there right now. So it does have a slot for AAA batteries. I guess that's for keeping the backup time. That's probably not going to be for actually lighting up the display because that would go through the batteries pretty quick. We have the 2 holes for mounting. We have a little slot for the cord to come through on the top side, but not on the bottom. That's an interesting. I would have thought it'd be on the bottom so that the cord can just exit from the bottom. There's a spot like routing so that you can wrap the cord around here. That's nice. The DC input jack, which says 5 volts, 2 amps. So that's the ready on the supply that you're going to need. We have brightness set, plus, minus, and then the alarm symbol. On the bottom, can't really see anything. I could just about see the PCB and then like a light guide for the LED. So, yeah, I think the way this is assembled, I was gonna see if I could take it apart non-destructively. It looks like they glued in the PCB or the this like plastic bezel. It looks like they glued it in from the front, so I'd probably have to. It might be destructive opening this. I want to actually use this as a clock, so I'm probably not going to open it. I don't know. I'll test to see a corner if I can lift it easy enough and put it back down. Then I'll open this. But yeah, it looks like it's assembled from the front. There's no screws on the back, unfortunately. There's another wire channel on the sides as well, so you can route the wire at the side. And it is a right angle job, so it goes like that. Put the wire in at an angle and kind of rotate it, and then it clips right in. That's a pretty nice design. And yeah, let's see. This cord is quite long, so it's already tangled, of course. I'm gonna need to grab a power bank or something. No, I got a USB adapter right here, so plug this in and it lights up. gonna have to, unfortunately, yeah, shut this off so that you can see. So obviously it's in 24-hour time right here because it's 0 o'clock, which doesn't make any sense for 12-hour time. Looks like it dimmed a little bit. That's interesting. Oh wow, there's actually like a bar light on the bottom that's probably what the RGB refers to. So that's like accent lighting. So it does like a splash thing. That's actually pretty interesting. If I hit this, it beeps, and yeah, it turns white, then red, then green, then orange, pink. Pink looks purple to me, but okay. Yellow, which is kind of more yellowish green. Cyan, blue, which almost looks purple, but yeah, it's blue. And multi. I guess it's gonna light fade, it's gonna color fade, whatever. And if I hit light, it just turns that off. And yeah, that'll toggle. And it does remember what setting you left it on, so that's good. I'm just gonna set that to white. Why not? Okay, so I can turn the whole display on and off, but it leaves this light on. Okay. If I hit set, $12 hours, okay. And the time currently is 6:28. Yep, took too long. 6:28 p.m., that's correct. Hopefully you can turn off the beeping. I mean, not that you really need that. It is not Tuesday, though. How? So there's a brightness button. So 10, automatic. Okay, so if it's automatic, I can change the brightness in 10 steps. I would probably set that to automatic, though. Okay. How do I change the day of the week? You can change the brightness of the light on the bottom, too. That's interesting. By pressing the up and down button on here when you're just in this mode. There's like a... Is this a timer? Yeah, I think this is a... There's like 2 clock symbols. One's like left. One's counterclockwise, and the other one is clockwise. So how do I... Is that for each of the alarms? I can't get out of it unless if I turn off the screens. I have no idea. I might have to look up the manual for that. How do I change the day of the week? Because it is not Tuesday. If I go back into set, enter, enter, enter. It is not 2023, it's 2024, enter. And, oh, here. So it is... what is the actual date? The 14th? Is it the 14th? Maybe? I have to check my phone. Yeah, looks like it is the 14th. And it's not... No, that can't be. Give me 1 sec. Okay, it's actually the 13th. Because I have another clock that's above me that is apparently wrong then. And I want it in Fahrenheit, sure. FL on. Sure. So it is Saturday, that is correct now. And yeah. Okay, that looks correct now. It is just about 6:30. Yeah, like in terms of like the viewing angles, this is an LED display, obviously. So viewing angles are like almost... I can still view the time almost at 180 degrees. That's like really good for viewing angle. It's not going to matter. It's not an LCD, so it's not going to matter like which angle you view it from. This is decently visible. Yeah, the light sensor is here. So if if I just cover that. Actually, I might need a flashlight. There we go. Yeah, there you go. So kicked in, it increased the brightness. If I shut this off, then it dims back down. Okay, so that's how that works. And yeah, I wonder, I don't know if this bottom light is affected by that. Let me just see. No, it looks like the automatic brightness is only for the time display. Looks like this is manual only, the bottom bar light. So alarm off. Okay, so alarm 1 and 2 are off. So it looks like if you just toggle the power button, it'll get you out of whatever mode. I don't know if there is like an escape. There's like an OK and a set button, but there doesn't seem to be like a back button. I don't know what these two things are. Let's just... Ah, so this is like just a timer. And exit out of that. Is this a countdown? Yep. That's just like a timer. Okay, yeah, so there you can use this, I guess, if you wanted to, just as a like timer. If you're cooking something, you can set this as a timer. The speaker's plenty loud enough, so that's pretty good. Yeah, and if I had this like all the way across the room, I would easily be able to see what the time is. So yeah, I'm gonna actually set this up in my house. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna need to, like, normally when I review something, I give it about a week. This is a clock. As long as it continues working, if it breaks in the time, by the time I go to post the video, then I'll obviously put an addendum. But so long as it's working, this already seems like a decent clock. It's plenty visible. It gets pretty bright. I like the remote. Speaker's a little annoying. I wish I could like mute that sound, but it's not very often that you're going to be clicking buttons. And I guess it's better that it gives you an audible feedback as well as visual. It was nice that it has like a little accent lighting bar. That's pretty cool. Don't really know how much I would use that personally, but gives you a nice long cord for power, which is awesome. I do like that it has AAA batteries for like keeping the backup time. You of course don't have to use that. I would actually maybe not put batteries in there if you don't have like a lot of power loss kind of, stuff going on with your home. But I would be worried about it leaking, because if you leave those batteries in, you will forget that you left them in, and by the time you go to check, they would have leaked and destroyed the inside. So I probably won't put batteries in there, and just, if this resets because the electricity goes out, then it's easy enough to reset the time. I'm going to lose this remote. I already know it. I kind of wish that there was a spot that like either magnetically or even physically, if this like slid in and it like kept the remote in the display so that you could not lose it. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to have to figure out something, because I will lose this remote. And though it looks like you can use some of the features using these buttons, it kind of also looks like some of the, like for instance, the lighting strip to turn it on and off or change the color. There are no onboard buttons. You have to use this remote. So if you lose the remote, then you lose out on some of the settings and the features on this. But yeah, so far it's pretty cool. It looks actually really schmick. Really liking that. I kind of want to open it up now. But I really don't want to mess up the bezel. And yeah, I might get a suction cup on here and just see if it'll lift off easily. If the adhesive is stuck too hard, then I don't want to break the clock just to look inside, because I want to use this as a clock. It's a very nice looking clock. So yeah, overall, I would say the $60 price point is a bit much for me. for this clock. The $30 price point, absolutely. This is like a perfectly cromulent clock for $30. I might actually buy a second one. Maybe in a different color though. Maybe I'll get green or like orange. Actually, the RGB one looks kind of interesting. But anyway, that might be too distracting. So yeah, I think I might buy another one. I'll put one up here in the basement, and I think my mom would like one, so I might give her one as well. But yeah, for $30, it's actually a pretty decent sized clock. It looks really schmick. I like that. So anywho, if you guys are interested, there will be links down below. Once again, huge thanks to ANALOI, I guess is how you pronounce the company name, for sending this guy in for review. This was just a quick one. And yeah, already rambled on for 21 minutes. Great. So anywho, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.